The Lito, a liquefied natural gas carrier from Australia, is preparing to dock.
各部门注意 ，LNG 船舶即将进入靠泊水域。
Traffic control is now in effect throughout the channel to give way.
Okay, thank you. So, do you have any problem?
4 5,000 horsepower tugboats carefully tow the vessel. Maintaining 100% safety is the top priority here at the Tianjin LNG terminal. Liquefied natural gas, or LNG, is stored at -162 degrees Celsius and is known as the slumbering hydrogen bomb. The Lito is carrying 170,000 cubic meters, enough to supply 6.8 million Chinese households for a month. Yet, at that volume, the explosive power would be equivalent to 34 atomic bombs.
接臂师傅，我们现在可以登船接臂了。
中控，气密测试已完成。
4 huge arms on the terminal's operating platform spring to life, propelling the LNG in a steady flow towards the receiving station 1 kilometer away. The pipeline can withstand a high-speed, high-pressure flow of 11 meters per second. However, it will experience an extreme drop in temperature. Even a single leak in the pipeline could have catastrophic consequences. At every receiving station, vaporizers serve an essential function in mitigating the risks of LNG transportation. Engineers use ambient temperature seawater to exchange heat with the ultra-cold LNG, transforming it into natural gas. The method is not only efficient, but also environmentally friendly. However, the process is only possible through construction of a 50 to 100 meter water intake pipeline in the sea. Although a relatively short stretch of pipeline, this presented an insurmountable challenge for Tianjin Port. Located in a typical silty coastal area, the waters here have extremely low visibility. Moreover, the silt in this region has high mobility, making it virtually impossible to lay 22 sections of pipe weighing almost 4,000 tons at a depth of 15 meters to create a sandproof water intake pipeline. The task would be like trying to build a house on a foundation of tofu while blindfolded. To tackle this seemingly unsolvable problem, Chinese engineers opted for the simplest of measures, building a comprehensive support structure underneath the tofu. Although the murky seawater environment, where visibility is almost zero, remained a tremendous obstacle. The riddle of the sea was eventually solved from space. By using the Beidou navigation satellite system for their eyes, the engineering team was able to reduce the margin of error for underwater positioning to just a few millimeters. The team was able to drive 46 pile cores into the mud layer at a depth of 45 meters. These pillars were then connected and secured with 23 crossbeams to form a 100-meter-long support platform. With this solid foundation in place, the connection of the 22 pipe sections followed naturally. And with its new 100-meter intake pipeline, the LNG terminal could finally begin its safe operations. In the future, Tianjin Port is set to become China's largest LNG station, with an annual turnover of natural gas reaching 25.4 billion cubic meters. That's enough to supply China's population of 1.4 billion for an entire year. From being the world's largest man-made deep-water port to China's first two-berth LNG terminal, the achievements at Tianjin Port demonstrate that, when confidence, wisdom and action combine, nothing is impossible in China.